The Browns are going to beat the Steelers 26-16.
That's what I said. You could take that to your local bank and cash it.
Well, listen, that's your local bank, too. It's the bank in Pittsburgh. I mean, what kind of talk is this? And how do you expect that this is going to make you popular? How are you going to meet? I know from talking to you when you were out in Las Vegas that you're no stranger to the ladies. I don't think very many ladies are going to swoon when they hear you talk this way about the local football team.
I know, because I met a girl the other day over at the convenience store, and she likes the Steelers. But I told her, I said, everybody got to like something sometimes, but if you don't like nothing some of the times, you ain't going to like nothing, or you might like something. And she said, well, I like it. And I said, well, that's all right with me, because you can.
And how did things proceed with this girl?
I met her, and then she lived not too far. I live in an apartment complex across from, there's a Denny's right by my house, or by my apartment. She lived over there, too. And she's a nice lady. She's 36 years old.
Wow, that's pretty young for you. How old a man are you again?
I'll be 55 now. I'm 50, on my last birthday, I'm 54. Before that, I was 53. But I'm 55.
So you're going to be
She's
55.
a nice girl. She don't have no kids neither, which is, thank God for that.
Wow, that is nice for you. So now, but your last girlfriend, you were with a woman and she got shot.
No, she didn't. Her boyfriend did.
I'm sorry. I always get confused by this. So you were dating a woman, and her guy that she was with before you, he got shot.
Yeah, and I went to console her. And then
you didn't have anything to do with the shooting, or you don't know anything about the shooting, though?
No, I don't know nothing about that. I didn't even know it then. I knew when after the ambulance came to our neighborhood and took the man away, I said, what happened? And she said, well, he got shot. I said, who did it? She said she didn't know. And I said, well, if you don't know, you ain't going to find out.
It's a good point. Yeah, it's probably true. So, all right. So now you've moved on from her. You two have split up. Obviously, you left her in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I don't know where she's at. She probably still live out there. My son, he got the job out here. He got a good job. He's making money. And I told him, I said, look, because my check, a lot of times, they don't really have it out here. In Las Vegas, you can get women come over your house if you don't have no companion. I don't know if they got that out here or not.
I don't think it's I've heard about that in Las Vegas, yeah.
Yeah, I spend my money
you can pay
on
those
that
girls.
Out there, and my son would be like, Daddy, you done spent all your money on the rent. I said, well, if I spent half my money, you need to take care of me because I spent my money on you when you was little.
Well, that seems fair. Now, he's one of 4 sons of yours. What's the cop doing? He's still out in Las Vegas?
Yeah, he's on the drug crime unit. He stops all the drugs on the street. He tries to, he says.
And then what was the other son who spent some time, in jail? What was he in for?
He had the credit cards. He used some people's credit cards. Wasn't his.
So he didn't have anything to do. So your one son didn't arrest the other son.
No, that's what you thought one time before. You said, didn't your son arrest? That would be. I would give him a whipping for that. You don't do that to your brother.
No,
you're not supposed to tell on family. It don't matter what they did. If they did something bad, you can't tell. You got to let them get caught by somebody else that ain't in your neighborhood.
So the policeman would have been, in your mind, even though it's the law, there's a higher law, and that's blood. He shouldn't be arresting his brother, no matter what he did.
Exactly. You can't do that. If you had a brother and he did something wrong, you would arrest him.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine. It's hard for me to even imagine having a sibling, who's a criminal like that,
I mean, I don't think your parents would like that if you told and your brother had to go away for a while because they would miss him.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have forgiveness in your heart. Don't matter what they did.
Well, what about, I would like to have forgiveness in my heart for you wanting to be the Steeler guy, our show's expert, and all you have to do is say bad things about the Steelers. You say they're going to lose to the crummy Cleveland Browns right out of the gate. The season is 4 months or more away, and you're already predicting that the Steelers aren't going to be good enough to beat the lowly Browns on the first week of the season?
Well, I just don't see it. I mean, I could tell you a lie and tell you they're going to win all their games, but then when you saw me, you might smack me.
Right. Well, I don't want you to lie. That's for sure. I don't want you to be.
I want to tell you the truth about what's going to happen. I mean, I make a lot of money on gambling. I mean, I know what these games are going to happen. Did I ever tell you when I met Lynn Swann in Las Vegas?
No, you didn't. You met Lynn Swann. Steeler great.
Yep, I was at the Caesars Palace Hotel, and he was over there standing. I said, "Hey, Lynn Swan." He said, "What?" I said, "What you doing?" He said, "I'm checking in." I said, "Well, that's nice," and I walked off.
That's the story?
Well, that's all.
Wow, so yeah, I guess you met him. That is good.
Yeah. He was a good guy. I liked him a lot.
Well, it sounds like, yeah, it sounds like he was.
He's supposed to be running for, like, president or vice president or something, they said.
Well, he ran for governor, but he didn't win. He ran for the governor of Pennsylvania, yeah. Maybe if he would have been out here sooner, you could have put in a vote for him and things would have turned out differently. But that's water under the bridge now, the Ed. Hey, the Ed, listen, I got to take a break now. Will you call back later this week? Because we got to figure out this Steeler thing before the draft. I need a Steeler expert. I definitely want you to have your hat in the ring there.
Thanks for picking me. I appreciate it.
Well, it's not done yet, the Ed. We got to find somebody to be the Steeler expert. Like I say, I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate that that's your real opinion that the Steelers aren't going to win.
You know what you should have done?
What's that?
Is the Randall. He should have been the quarterback. If you got him on your team back, you'd have a good squad.
I don't know. I don't think a guy who's 5'10" and built like he is would have been a very good NFL quarterback.
He threw a touchdown in the Super Bowl, didn't he?
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, that's true. But I don't think he could hold up. And plus, I think, like I say already, I think they already have a guy named number 7, Big Ben Roethlisberger, who's more than capable at quarterback.
I don't know. He's not no.
All right. Well, you know what, Ed? We'll talk about this next time. Please call back. Anytime you want to call back. Tomorrow, the next day, whenever, we'll continue this conversation. But right now, I got to take a break, okay?
All right.
All right. There he is, the Ed.
Next time, you guys take it easy.
All right. There he is, the Ed. Right now, I'm sad to say he is our Steeler expert. But I hope someone will emerge from the masses. One of you people from the shadows. Please, step forward. I don't want to deal with this guy, but I put it out there that somebody has to be our Steeler expert. Now, he's claimed the position. Somebody else must step forward and prove that they know more and care more than this guy does. Please, please don't make me deal with this guy forever.